Before we proceed, I will discuss muna the English charts of the fourth quarter and also 2022. Okay, so by the way, this topic is meant for Astro Year, book 5 of Filipino astrologer ebooks. No? We will have some changes in the future sa 2022 on how I present my the topics that I discuss. No? So I think I will include itong webinars subscription. There are certain topics kasi that are better discussed in this manner, and some are best for written as an ebook. Okay, so this is supposed to be for book 5, pero I'm presenting it here live. Okay, this is the chart for September 23. So this is mundane astrology, by the way. So we study what will happen in the next quarter or 1 year using ingress charts. Ingress is the moment the sun or any planet moves into another sign. So sa mundane astrology, we look at the quarterly charts starting March 19, ito yung Aries Ingress, June 20, 21, ito naman yung Cancer Ingress. Libra Ingress is September 23, and then the last one, Capricorn Ingress, around December 23. So every quarter, there is an Ingress chart that we can use to find out what will be the focus or what will be our experiences in certain quarters of the year. And again, to answer Angela regarding accuracy, I have been doing forecasting about the country for a few years, more than 10 years na. And so far, mayroong high, I don't know kung how high, there is a certain level of accuracy, especially di ba so astrometeorology natin, that's one way of assessing the accuracy of astrology. And actually nga, I have been doing astrometeorology and stock market forecasting in order to show that astrology can be accurate to a certain level. Of course, we do not claim to be infallible. Meron pa rin ang free will at madaming factors. In a way, mas mataas yung accuracy sa mundane charts kasi yung less yung free will when we are talking about mundane charts. Pagdating dito sa individual chart, napakalakas ng influence din ng free will. Okay, sige. So this is the English chart computed for the Philippines, dated September 23, 2021, around 3:21 a.m. Okay, ang key in understanding any chart is actually the planets and the rulers. Okay, for this chart, look at the 10th house. You can answer on the chat box, Ano yung nasa 10th house? What sign? So, yung usual na tinatawag natin, J-Mel, anong nasa 10th house?
Sir, 10th house planet?
Sign.
Sign Taurus, sir.
Okay, Taurus, Okay? So, ang technique nga or the key in understanding a chart is the sign and rulership. Okay, so what is the ruler of Taurus? Okay, anyone else na nag-aral na under me?
Rulership of Taurus, sir, is Venus, sir.
Okay, Venus. Tapos,
Venus.
Okay, so tingin tayo sa Venus. Nasaan yung Venus?
Sir, Venus po, Scorpio sa 4th house. Sa baba.
Yes. Okay. Sige. Tapos sa mundane astrology, we talk about significators. What is the significator of certain topic? Okay, so in the case of the king, or presidents or leaders of the country, we look at the 10th house and the sun. Okay? So, help me. Nasaan yung sun? What sign and what house?
Sir, the sun is in Libra.
Okay. Sige.
And nasa 3rd house po.
Okay. So, So with these two, and actually ang ruler ng the significator of the king or the ruler of a country is actually the 10th house and the sun. Okay, so if you will look at this chart, we can see that that these two planets, the sun and Venus, are actually very weak. Okay, so if the ruler of the land is weak, what will happen? What will happen?
The significator of the leader, there will be poor or weak leadership din po.
Okay, okay, sige, thank you. Chaos daw, sabi ni Kat. No? Anyone else?
Possible po na lalo pa pong sumadsad yung kanyang popularity. Baka by
Sumadsad.
the end of the year. Yes.
Okay, okay. So tama. Okay. Who else? Si Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. That's Kevin.
Confusion po.
Sino pa? Sino to?
Hana po.
Anna. Okay. Inflation?
Confusion po.
Confusion. Okay, tama rin. Okay, thank you, Hannah. Sige, so tama yung lahat ng yung sagot ninyo, no? Because the bad decisions, no, according to Reynold, no? Yes. No? Okay, so tama itong lahat ng sagot ninyo. No? Okay, so basically nga, no, if the planets, no, about the leaders, no, are weak, no, parang mayroon tayong leadership problem, no? And since we are still in a crisis, we can sort of expect, no, that it will get worse, no, unless something drastic happens, ano? Okay, no? So ibig sabihin nito, most likely tataas pa rin ang numbers ng cases, no? Kasi mishandled, no, as we have been seeing right now, no? Okay, so itong leaders, no, it doesn't mean a single, no, an individual, no. This can be set of leaders, no. Kaya ito nga, no. So itong mga puna, no, ng SCOA, no, should be taken seriously, no. Kasi kung hindi, for example sa DOH, no, kasi alam naman natin mishandled, no, at naging klaro, no, with the COA reports, no. Baka tumaas ulit itong cases, no, as this actually ngayon tumaas, no, kasi 17,000 ata today kasi when the decision was made, no, yesterday, ano na ba ngayon, on the 19th, no, when the decision was made on the 19th, no, they were not really looking at the numbers, no. So parang hindi ko alam kung ano yung metrics nila, no. Okay, kasi the cases are rising. Ito nga tinatawag na positivity rate are also rising, no. So bakit naging MECQ, no? ECQ pa rin dapat tayo, no? So parang meron talagang mishandling, no, of the situation. So anyway, next question is, tataas pa ba ang cases, no? Okay, the chart can also help us, no? We look at the house of sickness and also the house of death. Okay, si mga experts, mga students, no? Si Weng, Reynold, ano pa yung mga nag-aaral? Let's try si Princess kasi si Princess nag-horary na eh. Princess, no? House of sickness and house of death.
6th house and 8th house po.
Okay, anong planetary rulers nila?
Wait lang po. Saturn po.
Okay, and?
Saturn in Aquarius in the 7th house.
Tama. And then the other one?
Na nasa 7th house po.
Yung ruler.
Jupiter. Ruler.
Ruler ng
Saturn.
8th? Ruler ng 8th?
Sorry po. Ruler ng 8th, Jupiter po.
Okay, no, traditional na pala si Princess, ah. That's the traditional rulership, no? Okay, so very good, no? Okay. Sige, so it means, no, these two planets which are bad, no, in this chart are angular, no? So it means they are likely to bring about bad things, no? Kasi Jupiter is an indicator of death, no, and Saturn is an indicator of sickness. Okay, so the potential, no, for this, no, for the pandemic, no, to be still with us, no, by the fourth quarter is there, no. Okay, so actually nga, no, yung forecast natin, na forecast naman natin na may surge, no, ngayong August 13 ata, tsaka 29 yung dates that I have noted na for this quarter, no. Actually, hindi ko pa siya natuloy, no? So yung huli kong sinabi is until September 7 ata, no? Early September, no? So most likely nga, itong surge, no, will continue until the middle of August, no? Maybe baka bumaba, no? Pero pagdating tong September 23 kasi, the chart says mataas pa rin eh, no? Okay, so there is seriousness, no, in the situation, no? Tapos nga, ang astrology naman kasi, no, okay, this is another complexity, no, again, no, Angela, no. Mahaba yung madaming implications yung
Yes,
question
sir.
mo eh, no. Okay, madaming implications which is good, no, na di-discuss natin, ano. Ang purpose kasi ng astrological forecasting is not really to be to be correct in this case, no, especially with regards to negative events, no, is not really to be correct. No, for negative things, no, or negative forecast, the purpose is actually to prevent it, no, from happening. No, so ibig sabihin ito, for example, kung tao itong binabasahan natin, ano, magkakasakit ka ba ng fourth quarter? No? The answer is yes. No? So you have to do something drastic. No? Baka mali yung doktor mo, baka mali yung gamot na iniinom mo. So you have to make a decision. So parang ito yung situation natin sa country ngayon. Ano? Baka mali yung doktor natin, ano? Or the head of DOH, no? Kaya dapat nang palitan. Ano? Baka mali yung emphasis on Sinovac or and Sinopharm. Kasi ito yung pinilit eh. No? So baka mali yung mga sagot, no, sa problems natin. Kaya dapat magkaroon tayo ng change, no. So far according to IATF, no, eventually daw AstraZeneca na yung kukuhanin nila, no. Pero yun nga, uubusin muna yung Sinovac, no. The point is eto, no, ang projection natin is not good, no. Kaya we still have to be very careful, no. Mag-vaccinate kung hindi pa, at continue social distancing and follow the health protocols. Yes?
Sir, question po. Saan po titingnan po dyan yung vaccine? Ano pong aspect or house or planet kapag ang pinag-uusapan po ay yung status ng vaccine? Sa chart po yan.
Vaccines?
Opo.
Okay. Actually, kung gagawin natin itong horary chart, no, yung sequences, no, ang doctors is the 9th house, and the medicine can be the 10th house. Is that correct, Princess?
Hello po, sir. Opo. Pero ako
Okay.
po talaga, sir, is superficial knowledge lang pag kailangan lang po talaga.
Okay. Sige. So 10th house, yung mga medical, no, may connection sa medical is the 7th house and the 10th house and the 9th house. Okay. So kung titingnan natin nga, no, these planets are weak. No? Venus is in its detriment. No? The 7th house is ruled by Saturn, which is retrograde. No? Okay. And Mars, kung Mars is, I think Mars is the doctor, the experts. No? Mars is what? No? J-Mel, nasaan yung Mars?
Mars is nasa third po. Libra.
Which
Detriment po siya. Detriment. Weak.
So whichever way we look, no, parang mali, no? Or
Oh.
may mali, no? May mali, no? Okay? Sige,
Okay.
so yun, no? So this is the situation that we are in, no? I don't know
Thank you,
if
sir.
I
Thank
don't
you
know
po.
if it will improve on the fourth quarter. I haven't checked the chart of the fourth quarter of. Okay, so okay, let's move on to March 20, 2022, no? Okay. So it's an election year, so ang focus pa rin natin is actually the 10th house, no? Okay? So what's the 10th house again? Somebody else? Yung iba naman? Si Pawi, si Weng, yung mga nag-aral sa atin. Si Rina.
Yes, Rusty. What's your question?
The 10th house, the ruler of the 10th house.
Mercury.
Mercury, okay. Now, where is Mercury?
It's in the fourth house.
Okay, what sign?
The sign of Pisces.
Okay, so Pisces, no, Mercury in Pisces is also not a strong location for Mercury, no? So it's not an ideal location. So anyway, okay, thank you, Rina. No? So anyway, okay, it means, no, that the incumbent, no, will be weak in the 2022 elections. Okay. So is that good or bad?
Parang walang lumilitaw na good, ah.
Sabi ni Criselda, it's good. Sige, Criselda.
Bakit po?
Si Criselda, why is it good? No? Si Criselda nga pala, nag-aral din pala to eh. Sa Mysterium, ano? Ka-attend ka ng isang seminar training natin. Yes, no. Bakit good yung sagot mo, Criselda? The Philippines is in the cusp of change. No? Okay, actually, the change is here, no? Yung moon in the 29th degree. No? So, merong change, no? Parang moving from one sign to another. So, tama itong sabi ni Criselda. Pero yung tanong ko is, bakit? Ang tanong ko is it good or bad, no? Yung Mercury in the weak position? Kasi Mercury represents the ruling party. Okay? Okay, sige, itutuloy ko na, no? So anyway, Mercury here indicates the state of the ruling party, which is very weak. No? So ibig sabihin nito, ito ang fourth quarter, no? Merong ang falling, no, from grace, no? O kaya according to Kevin nga, no, parang the popularity, no, of the ruling party will be weakened, no, by the fourth quarter, no? And somehow it will strengthen the opposition. Okay, the opposition is the fourth house, no? And the ruler of the fourth house is Jupiter, so it's a good may fighting chance, no, itong opposition, unless the billions that are being I don't know the term, no, unless the billions, no, will be used, no, in the elections. So yeah, that's the charts, no, for 2022. Okay, no, so since it's an election year, so it's important nga, no, that we choose the right leaders, no. According to Dr. Tony Liachon, ito yung qualities, no, ng good leaders, no. The leaders must be honest, forward-looking, competent,